This was the first game all year where they've done any type of quarterback rotation. Sawyer Cole-Morgan's been the guy all year. But I think with our struggles offensively, especially in the red zone at Indiana State the week before, the offensive staff just felt they got to figure a way to get a little bit more production on the offensive side of the football, especially when we get into the red zone. And Breon Carnes brings a really good running aspect to the Panther game out of that quarterback spot. He's kind of more of a wildcat type quarterback than a straight true quarterback, a throwing quarterback. But he's really improved his ability to throw the football too. So I just think it was a case of Sawyer Cole-Morgan's only completing about 50% of his passes. He's not a great running quarterback to be a threat there. Breon is the better runner, and they thought, you know what, let's see if we can incorporate him into the offense, make some things happen, and it really worked. Breon had some good runs. He threw some good passes. Sawyer, it seemed to almost in a way settle him down a little bit and take a little pressure off his shoulders. So I think moving forward that at least for the immediate future, I think the Panthers stay with this idea of using both guys. And it's not a deal where they rotate them in different series, that one possession, this guy, one possession, that guy. They were rotating them in every other play at times with the quarterback bringing in the next play into the offensive huddle, which I'd never seen that before in my 14 years following, doing Coach Farley's broadcast, following Panthers that way, 22 years, and all doing UNI football. I've never seen them rotate a quarterback quite like that on every other play for a while. But, hey, if it works, if it's not broke, you don't have to try and fix it. And when it was a little bit broke, they did fix it. So I think they're going to stay with it for a while. I just think there's so many weapons on this team with pass receivers, other running backs, with Breon Carnes at quarterback running at some, that teams have slanted their defense to try and take David out of the game or slow him down. And I think the Panthers showed that if you really want to do that, if you want to commit to stopping David Johnson, fine, but we've got other things that we can do offensively that's going to hurt you if that's what you want to do. So I think David's got to be a bigger factor in some of these upcoming games, including the one this Saturday with South Dakota State. And, when you look at matchup with a top 20 team like them or Illinois State or North Dakota State, I think David has to become more of a factor. I don't think either one of these teams can run and hide from the other. I think it's going to be a hard-hitting game. I think both teams are going to want to establish the run. Of course, Zach Zenner for the Jackrabbits, he is so good, and, they want to get him going, and that keeps the crowd out of it and keeps the clock rolling, and keeps your defense off the field. And I think the Panthers would like to see David Johnson be able to successfully run the football and then just keep getting better and better on the offensive side of the football with this two quarterback rotation thing. I think that's one thing that you and I is really going to be looking at is this the way they want to play? Do they want to be using both these guys? It worked last week. Can we make it work again this week? I think it's going to be a hard-hitting game. I think you're going to see two teams that are going to play like early in the season, or at least early in your conference schedule. Your playoff life is on the line, and I think it'll be another one of those games. Let's hope it's not a double overtime, because those are hard on this old guy's heart. But I do think that we'll have a game that won't be decided until we're late into the fourth quarter.